Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. So what I did, as soon as we're ready to pull this up, I felt the most important thing that we could offer you at ECSL on a consistent basis is a database of organizations and allow you as teachers, service learning directors, administrators to have a place to go to when you're looking for different themes based on the zip code, based on the organization's mission, and then from there explore how they might be able to work with you. I think that way we've kind of tried to create a bridge so that it's a little easier for you to pick up that phone and you know who the contact is, and allow your school to have a real life authentic experience with the students, with the organization. So the themes that are up there are animals, homelessness and poverty, social justice, and starting with the zip code so that it's close to your school, you could base your connection that way. But some of these organizations are actually not specifically vicinity bound, so you can reach out to them and go from there. The teachers can get a sense of a win-win scenario where the students learn a lot from interacting with the organization, and the organization also gets a lot from the student participants. It's a learning opportunity. The age and grade is indicated. If you can maybe make a little bit, go a little bit to the scroll. Yeah, so this is basically a database that's a living document. And as you'll find out, it's like, for example, how the curriculum works with a particular organization is what the teacher's input will be. So I would love to get your input on what works specifically in relation to different organizations. I wanted to tell you about a lot of great organizations that are here today, but I particularly am fond of Food Forward, which actually I guess is the organization that through you got the donation towards them. So who here has worked with Food Forward? Can you? Fantastic. And the reason I love this group is that they're a fairly new group, but they've done incredible work in a very sort of, what you would imagine as a very obvious step but never took place, which is where they would go to farmers market and all the fresh fruit and vegetables that would be discarded because it was the end of the market and nobody purchased them, they would collect this food and send it to shelters. And thereby they've managed to save thousands and thousands of tons of food. And just as easily, your backyard, there's a good chance there's a citrus tree that's sitting there, a lemon tree, an orange tree. I'm talking about myself. I have an orange tree that I have not tended to. But they allow you as a family to collect the fruit, and Food Forward helps you deliver it to a shelter, a group that are in need of the food. So I have that for that group there, as you can see. And it's a group that allows you to participate as a family or allows the school to be part of their group. They have a 5th grade curriculum that's very specifically detailed in terms of how food waste can be avoided and how we can take care of, for example, the backyard fruit, or you can participate in farmers markets. So what I'd like to ask you guys is, this is a live document, as I mentioned, so your participation is very important. I want to expand it. I want to grow based on what you guys tell me about it. So we have a couple of choices. If you'd like to have access to this database, let me know and I will forward the link to you. If you want to have your own school-based database, we can create your own sheet, which will have this information on it, and then you can add in organizations as we go forward. Or you could just be a viewer, on this database. And Marissa, you asked if we could possibly set this up in terms of volunteer organizations. Mm-hmm. So there's a second sheet there that I'm going to be building on, again, as a way to provide you opportunities of organizations that need volunteers and how to volunteer and grants that they offer. I think this is a lot of information that Donna, you share every time at every workshop. I'm hoping that we can house it all here so it's accessible to you through this ECSL database. So your input, as I said, is going to be asked for on this blue page, blue sheet, and based on your input, we're hoping that this time next year we'll be able to award an organization that has done a wonderful job in interacting with schools. So I'm going to invite Marissa to come up here and tell you a little bit more about what to do with this sheet. Thank you so much.